are really sticky in the engaged already. Look at Black, he can't do much, no mana, the free hit is not there. Lian makes it away with a slash and nice combo, can start it off.
Here it's going to be Antares, the victim of a gank here, but gets the first blood with all the unleashed power spheres.
Trying to disrupt things in. Whoa, look at the damage! Oh my lord, what was that? A triple kill! This is a quadra! Hello is very low!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Garena Local Collegiate League 2017 Summer Term. Of course, you guys are watching ang ating semifinals for the North Conference. Kanina, during Game 1, Bulacan State University in a twist of events, winning their first game against Holy Angel University after not the best call for Holy Angel University.
Yeah, that game did end quite abruptly, I should say, and it was the great defense being played by Bulacan State University that really pushed them forward. It was a great 4v5 defense down in the mid lane, which resulted in the win for them. So very well played from them to outplay their opponents.
So, I mean, we'll just have to see, as you mentioned, Bulacan State University, sila pa talaga yung kryptonite ng Holy Angel University. I guess we'll just have to find out mamayang game 2 if it's gonna go 2-0 or kung Holy Angel University mababreak pa nila yung curse ng continuous losses against Bulacan State University. It's gonna be pretty interesting, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm very excited to see how how Holy Angel University will bounce back now. They are on the red side now, which means the bans will get switched up here because side switch, the new strategies, you need to think of new plans and which champions you do want, because with now BULSU on the blue side, it gives them first pick. So what does Holy Angel University not want to give over to BULSU?
Well, we'll just have to check it out as we head into those bans right then and there. There's one interesting ban. Looks like Ice will be denied as Ezreal for this game. So let's go ahead and quickly review the bans though. Orin, Jace, and Gangplank going to be taken away from Holy Angel University. So clearly they don't want to deal with Beerus on this Orin again. Meanwhile, para naman sa Holy Angel University, tatanggalin naman nila yung Corki, sa Johnny, as well as the Ezreal naman sa Bulacan State University. So of course, the interesting trend is Ezreal naman ang tinanggal kay Ice, Orin kay Beerus. So going into the picks, Kha'Zix's first pick.
Yeah, Kha'Zix's first pick. I expected to go to the jungle. No surprise there. We don't see Kha'Zix normally go anywhere else in the current meta. But as for Holy Angel University, they will pick up the Jarvan once again, I do believe, for BULSU. And will this be a Morgana denial actually coming from Holy Angel University, trying to deny that other layer of safety that really made the previous game very hard for them?
Quick check of bans here. Aurelion Solus Walston are going to be taken from Toxic, as well as Beerus. Respect ban right there. And Orianna and Shin naman kay Joris or kay Chris. So not wanting to deal with Joris' Orianna either. I'm not sure if it's not wanting to deal with his Orianna or denying Joris and trying to push his champ. I think that's a factor in. Because I recall Joris using a lot of Orianna throughout the LCL thus far. So
yeah, looking at what has been locked in for Holy Angel University, they will pick up the Lulu, which will signal Toxic will be playing Morgana mid lane, and they're gonna build a similar comp as previous game, try to give so much protection again to Jrin. Unfortunately, during that last game, it just didn't pan out to their win condition. Whoa, I think they're flexing Jarvan.
Oh, let's go ahead and see how this will go. We're still waiting for that last pick to be locked in for Angel University. Wouldn't be surprised if this does lead into a Rek'Sai. And interesting, I mean, kasi for Bulacan State University, yung Kha'Zix's pick, it's not just a priority pick for Ice, but at the same time, they want to prioritize it to make sure that BULSU doesn't get his hands on that Kha'Zix either. Kasi naalala ko yung isang game ni BULSU na talagang sobrang nag-skyrocket siya sa isang Kha'Zix game niya na talagang no turning back, man. Pero looks like this will force BULSU onto the Jarvan the fourth, as Beerus will be taking the Fiora instead. Ralph will be going once again with Chris rather going to be going with the Cho'Gath.
Yeah, for BULSU, not really switching up what was their main game plan, having all these safe picks in lane and having that team fight power. For Chris, he has to watch out for BULSU and not let this Fiora as well pop off, because if Fiora gets ahead, there's really nothing a Cho'Gath can do 1v1.
So there you have it, folks. Looks like both sides have locked in their compositions. Let us know whether it's sa Facebook chat or sa gaming.youtube.com/page/Garena/live as to kung sino gusto nyo makita tumuloy sa finals, or sa tingin nyo, pag-usapan nyo yung mga compositions nila. Kung sino yung tingin nyo mas lamang and we'll just have to see. Of course, hashtag BULSU win, hashtag HAU win.
Yeah, I think one major difference for HAU right now is that they aren't running that tank in the top lane. They put Beerus on a carry, which will enable him, if he does get ahead. He has the snowball on this VR if he wants to stay relevant throughout the game.
And it does give a little bit more room, I'd say, na hindi sila magiging masyadong reliant sa NPC. Because it went two ways for them in the game 1. So let's go ahead and see if Holy Angel University, with this new strategy, could they pull off a 1-1 against Bulacan State University, or will Bulacan State University spearhead into an upset of a 2-0 for Holy Angel University? Let's find out as we head on to the Rift.
Yeah, for BULSU, we have to watch out for Ice again. Because during that previous game, his Ezreal got shut down fairly early. But right now, he doesn't have that luxury. If Kha'Zix gets shut down early and can't assassinate anyone, it's very hard for him to actually go back in the game.
Hashtag Barkada goes for Bulacan State University. Sama-sama sila will get spotted up by this Ward Ice though. So that will give a clear indication to Holy Angel University as to kung saan magsisimula tong si Ice sa mapa. So let's go ahead and see if this will affect how this plays out for the early game for both sides, given that information.
Yeah, I'd like to point out that Drin did not buy items when he walked out of base.
Oh no! When will Drin realize it? Any moment now. Any moment. I don't think he's managed to spot it out just yet, my friend. And we're already heading into the laning phase.
That might be huge for this laning phase.
Drin, have you realized it yet? I don't think he has. Just going to continue with that leash. And looks like we'll be heading into the lane now. I guess it's interesting to note, though, he does have his trinket. So
I mean, you get the trinket automatically once you walk out.
Ah, that's true, that's true. But
he has to realize it.
no.
Maybe this is a cheese strategy.
Or maybe realizing that it's already a little bit too late to make a recall, just gonna, go with it. I mean, if there's one thing that he wants to avoid, in which case he doesn't want for the same trend to happen with, I mean, it's basically the Tristana versus MP on this Caitlyn again, amidst different support. So
yeah, but that will deny a lot of pressure in the middle. Look at all the poke coming from Caitlyn Karma. Man, Caitlyn Karma is actually a very strong duo lane. Having those abilities for easy wave clear allows him to push the lane very, very quickly and just exerts so much more pressure bot lane.
Meanwhile, looking at things towards top side though, looks like Beerus getting quite the shove on here onto Chris. Take note, BULSU is starting to make a rotation, gonna make a sneaky towards the top side. Magtatagumpay kaya siya, tingnan natin.
Yeah, but Ice, he's fairly close. If a gank does happen, there can be a response from BULSU.
Not to mention the fact that Chris has a lot of terrain to work with, still within the safety of his turret. Looks like Ice is gonna make his way though. We might be seeing our potential first blood. That will be a collapse. Ice goes in onto Beerus. Beerus forced to flash away. Looks like BULSU will manage to catch him out. Surprise though. First blood does go to Holy Angel University. Chris starting to walk away. Looks like BULSU won't be able to pursue, but still one kill under house though.
That was a very well played counter gank there by BULSU. The patience will pay off for him. And just a great counter gank executed again. He's in Ice's head.
And if you're going to think about it, Holy Angel University, that was somewhat preemptive because that's going to be the flash from BULSU though. That will force a flash from Chris as well. So
that was so aggressive by BULSU, flashing and using Jarvan's W to go for the slow. Chris will respect that though and trade his own flash so that he can survive.
Meanwhile, though, looks like BULSU won't be able to get any camps out of all the aggression that happened from the side of Bulacan State University. So still, with the exception of that first blood, everything still looks pretty even for both sides. No clear leads just yet.
Yeah, but that does give the early game lead onto the Jarvan. Will he find the pool just in time?
MP though, getting the kill onto Gene. Meanwhile, looks like Ice is going to make his way to BULSU. Collapses on him and secures the kill. That will be Dark Binding to make sure that they don't pursue Toxic. But man, this is going back and forth. Bulacan State University able to void off that first blood from Holy Angel.
Yeah, a bit of overextension there coming from BULSU without his flash, trying to go for the Vladimir, but Joris, he has that Sanguine Pool. There's just so much more safety. It's really hard to gank the Vladimir if he has that ability up.
Yeah, it's like time and time again for all the games that I see of Vladimir. It's probably one of the most annoying things as an enemy jungler to get a gank onto mid and Just gonna style his way with a Sanguine Pool, and yeah.
Yeah, and also,
Sad luck.
yeah, the Lulu gets sniped down in the ball lane, goes down, fortunately. Oh, this is a dive.
It's a bit right. The dive here. Beerus ultimately goes down. Chris just tanking those hits like a champ. He was still quite healthy in the midst of that. So well played there, Bulacan State University. And it's like Drin finally gonna make a recall. Will be able to buy his first item. I wonder what he'll be going for.
First
Though.
items, perhaps. I mean, he has a lot of gold. He did save.
Yeah, that's investment.
Instant BS
sword.
Yeah. Huge power spike for this Chustana.
Grabe, parang ano lang yun eh. It's like a typical bank thing na I'll just save up. And I guess it's gonna pay off for him. Let's go ahead and see if this BF sword ultimately leads to better things for him. Because so far, similar trend through what we saw earlier. MP is up in CS, roughly more than 20. Let's go ahead and see this wave is pushing in, and Drin is slowly making his way. So might be able to get a little bit of a recuperation by getting that away once he heads back to it.
Yeah, but with all these kills happening across the map, I'd like to point out that Ice already picked up Waters against bot lane.
Holy Angel University, 4-man gank onto the members of Bulacan State University. Meanwhile, MP trying to escape. Looks like actually makes his way out of there. So, wow. No casualties.
Yeah, great execution, but oh, we're still fighting?
Beerus and Chris are indeed going at it, but looks like mag-iingat tong si paring Chris. Back muna, kaibigan. Back
yeah, but great execution there on the escape by the bot lane of BULSU. Able to beat out 4 members of HAU. Just very well played. Oh, George is about Toxic!
George is going to go on to Toxic indeed. That is going to be the ultimate that does manage to stun George, though. That will be the root. Followed up with that Dark Binding. Vansu going to go in Sanguine Pool out of there. And Vansu, take note, is low on mana, so they won't be able to go full on commit unless this is going to be it, though. The rest of Holy Angel University make a full rotation towards this mid lane, but interesting with all these rotations happening. Holy Angel really not really getting much amidst the numbers advantage. Well, that's going to be another Dark Binding. Toxic gets died in onto Ice. Not able to secure the kill enough, though.
Yeah, like previous game, we saw Toxic constantly trying to roam, constantly trying to set up Drin for success, but BULSU, they're just playing so safe. They're escaping these ganks by the skin of their teeth. They're just playing very well at the moment.
And it's well strategized because I think for me at this point, it's quite evident that Bulacan State University, going into the playoffs, they know how Holy Angel University plays. Kaya nakikita natin yung adjustment na, if you notice, most of the games that Holy Angel University has won in the LCL through this term, it's mostly through getting those heavy skyrockets in the early game. And Bulacan State University, if they were able to distinguish that pattern, then I gotta say, going into the playoffs, they did their homework really, really well.
Yeah, maybe they are really the weakness of G-Hub right here.
And it's interesting to note that Bulacan State University actually recently found out that they have a coach in. So I think this could be one of the attributes, one of the positives of having a coach to distinguish that.
I think having one more brain to help the rest of your team definitely will help. Having that extra layer of wisdom, having that advice could tell you what should we be playing, what should we be strategizing versus the team, could really be a big help to any competitive team, really. So the results showing right here.
And I think sa experience natin pa rin, we've distinguished that sometimes the players themselves, since they're so, I'll have to hold off from that though. Beerus gets quite a bit of damage there. Chris goes in.
Whoa, the 1v1!
Flash, but no, he still goes down. OMG. What just happened there?
The Grand Duelist just lost the 1v1, I should say. The tower shot really turning things around, and the aggression from Chris not hesitating at all. Flash Feast. He's able to 1v1 the Fiora.
But yeah, going back to the point that we were talking about earlier, I think we've experienced that without a coach for some players, parang there's so many opinions that there's no clear path after that. But it's like we're gonna get a gank from Bamsu. Here comes Ice though, gonna negate that pursuit onto George. Teleports coming in from both top laners though. Looks like HAU Toxic will try to run this out. Dark Binding connects. That will be a moment of stasis, but Toxic will be going down in the end. Smite for the kill from Ice. Bansu will try to run this out though. That will be a route coming in from Ralph. Does not connect. Meanwhile, he will be forced to meet with Chris, and George pursues him and he goes down. George gets the kill, and what is going on? Holy cow.
Yeah, everything just going the way of BULSU at the moment. They're picking up all these kills left and right, and if HAU isn't able to get the Shistana to that late game, they're just gonna get shut out of this game because BULSU, they're just dictating the pace.
Huh? I'm starting to agree with your theory, because the Kryptonite looks like it's gonna be the case, and I think just by how this game is going, this is very reminiscent of yung game ng HAU in BULSU nung group stage, where it's almost a similar trend. BULSU surprisingly starts picking up the pace against Holy Angel University in a way that you wouldn't even expect. There's going to be another collapse again. Gene is going to get caught out here, but still with 3 members of BULSU still on his case. Will they be able to get him go? Does manage to slow him down. Meanwhile, BULSU is making his way, but looks like BULSU will restrain themselves for the meantime.
Yeah, but with BULSU being the Kryptonite, does that mean that HAU is Superman? I mean, we have seen Superman overcome his adversities a lot.
We're actually going to have to ask one of our staff readers of DC Comics about that. But meanwhile, interesting enough though. I mean, if you're going to look at the goal difference, we are fully seeing it lean towards 5,000, and we're only 10 minutes into the game, man. And I think it's manifesting not only in just the kills, but it's just working as a whole for both teams. Kills, towers, dragons, objectives just working in their favor. It's just full throttle for them so far. And if they keep this up, oh my goodness, we're going to have another 2-0.
Yeah, I think there's going to come a point in this game where it's going to be so hard for BULSU to take down a Tristana with all the layers of protection available, having that black shield. But, whoa, MP, will he get binded?
Ooh, that's going to be full CC, and MP goes down. That was just too much. Toxic gets the full CC onto him, and down he goes.
Yeah, so like I was mentioning previously, there will be a point in this game where you just can't take down a Tristana across a Black Shield and a Lulu. But Holy Angel University, they're just so far away from that point at the moment. They just really can't set up anything.
Indeed, and I don't know, this is kind of worrisome for Holy Angel University at this point, especially since they're running champions like a Fiora, and again, like you mentioned, it's similar to the Tristana earlier, really easy to get a steal on, but if those avenues are slowed down for Holy Angel University, especially considering the nature of BULSU's composition, wherein if they spearhead and just get things going, ooh, it's kind of scary to see.
Yeah, right now BULSU is definitely dictating how this game will go. I mean, fed Kazakhs, fed Vladimir. It's going to be so hard to deal with.
Oh man, this is just so classic. I'm having flashbacks of TIP during the glory days, where win lane, win game.
You mean your glory days?
I wouldn't say that. They worked hard on it. I don't. But you see, well, that is going to be MP though, gets collapsed on by both BULSU and Beerus.
Yeah, again, MP gets taken down there. He needs to play a bit more safe because all of these picks, they might be the window that... Whoa!
Oh, Ice, look at the damage onto BULSU though. A little bit of a badge there, and damn! Ice manages to take him down. Meanwhile, Ralph is going to try to run this out, but looks like Beerus will get that kill. Actually making a comeback on this Fiora, 3-2-1 now.
Yeah, man, everybody fighting their own battles. 3 solo kills across the map, but in the end, it is 2 kills in the favor of BULSU.
Meanwhile, though, let's go ahead and look at things from both sides. So far, as far as Bulacan State University, clear spearheaders are Chris, Ice, as well as George. Everybody with great KDs. Let's go and check out the replay of what happened earlier.
Oh, it was a dive from George and Toxic. I mean, there's just really nothing Morgana can do versus Vladimir once Vlad is at that point in the game. I mean, he just dives forever and doesn't die at all.
I'm kind of surprised as well because as far as the people that are behind on Holy Angel University, they're actually the people that I least expected to actually fall behind. And because, I mean, earlier, before we got into game one, I was talking about how BULSU, Toxic, these are 2 players that I have huge expectations of. But so far, they're the ones that are kind of struggling with the 0-2 and 1-3 for Toxic and BULSU respectively. And I think, again, it all comes down to the homework that Bulacan State University has done in this game. If they manage to cripple the 2 essential players from HAU, then that's where things start crumbling.
Yeah, let's hope that the members of HAU aren't as tilted yet. I mean, they are the top seeds. They can still mount a comeback. They do have that late game in their pockets, but it's just a matter of getting there.
Man, and, you know, just a little bit of an insider right here. I mean, what's on the line here? We've been talking about hectic hashtag.
All that RP.
The glory, all that RP and everything. But earlier, kanina lang, bago tayo pumasok sa broadcast namin, we got a glimpse of those headsets as well. Man, I'm kind of jelly.
Yeah, those headsets look really nice and they're wireless as well, so...
Yeah. Man.
I'd be happy to have one of those. Unfortunately, I am not an LCL player.
Yeah.
But both of these teams, they do have a chance at that, so they have that at stake.
They have the chance of getting those headsets or maybe even sharing them with us casters. Hi guys, no, just kidding. But 8-4 right now still. Bulacan State University continuing to spearhead the fray. Take note, BULSU is lingering, but actually Ice getting the kill onto Gene elsewhere on this map. And it looks like it's a result of Ice starting to become more confident, actually starting to invade the territory of Holy Angel University's jungle. So
Yeah, the Kazakhs at this stage is just so fed, building towards what could possibly be a Duskblade once he completes his recall. Let's see, will he be able to pick up that item fairly soon, I believe?
Fairly soon indeed. Take note though, looks like Bulacan State University is starting to knock down this turret towards mid lane. MP making good work with the damage. Further supported by Ralph here, and this will be another turret down. And wow, I only just noticed Bulacan University not able to take down a single turret in Bulacan State University yet. And that's going to restrain them a lot.
Yeah, the gold lead is slowly but surely ballooning for BULSU at this stage. With Ice, he's just scaring them a bit.
Ooh, Ice. Really, that's how you play a Cosmic right there. Just
You run up to people and flash your badge.
yeah. I mean, not just that, but you know, just living up to being the predator in that case. But yeah, I guess that's another way to do it.
You run out of stealth from the bush off of his passive and just flash your badge to people. That's how you play Kazakhs.
Take note, ladies and gents. Nifty plays from Ice right there. Meanwhile, though, looks like Ice still continuously looking for a target. Looks like Beerus might be that, and down he goes.
Maybe that's how you play Kazakhs.
Yeah, just be the prey. You think you're gonna run away
We
from
practice chaos choice.
exactly this. Meanwhile, looks like that's gonna be the dive in from BULSU. Actually manages to take down Ice in vengeance. Not going to be allowing him the glory of spearheading on the Kazakh. Get shut down. Meanwhile, that will be a route connecting onto Chris. Chris, though, will not survive. Toxic, though, caught between most of the members of Bulacan State University. But looks like BULSU will be the one to pay the price. He's very low on health. Looks like going to be further pursued.
Or the flash
will be going in. Actually manages to get butted away by Drin. But further pursuit, though, Gene is very low. Knocked. I'm not connecting onto any of the members. But one silence, and down Gene goes.
Yeah, this
Beerus,
is so
though,
messy.
Gonna be going in. That's gonna be a little bit of a riposte. Really wants in on Ralph. Ralph gonna try to dash his way out of there, but looks like Beerus gonna suffer the consequences. Beerus manages to devour him, and down Toxic goes to George. What a fiesta.
Yeah, very messy fight across the map and how they aren't backing down. But BULSU, they're so fed at this stage. There's so many damage options for them, and even if HAU takes down one, even though Ice was off the map for the next few seconds or so, everyone else is so fed, and how they aren't building defensively enough to actually deal with all those damage threats.
Looks like still, though, this is going to be tricky. Bulacan State University, they have a lot of control over this map. And we've been saying this time and time again, whoever, once you hit that 10k gold mark, there's no turning back for the enemy team. Well, turning back to the Nexus strategy.
Oh, no, Gene.
Ice! Somebody stop him. He's just going absolutely out of control on this Kazakhs. Looks like BULSU might be the next casualty. He'll get converted onto the members from Holy, and down he goes.
Ice is a cold-blooded killer this game. Already 8 kills, more than the rest of his team combined. He's just popping off on this Kazakhs. Very nice played game by him.
I think I need to contact him later. But still.
Oh, Beerus
still coming in from the back line. Gonna go on to Ralph. Ralph might be going down, and down he goes. Beerus looking for another casualty. Toxic does get that Dark Binding. Not gonna pursue Chris, though. That is quite a healthy Cho'Gath. Meanwhile, Joris is pushing out towards mid lane. Drin has to be careful. Joris could potentially go all in on him, but looks like will restrain himself as Toxic, and Gene managed to support their AD carry.
Yeah, right now, Holy Angel University, they have to group up because Ice, if he catches you alone, you're just dead. He's so fed on this Kazakhs, man.
That's just scary. This Kazakhs is quite the predator. Ice, baby. Meanwhile, Empyrean is going to get caught out here by Beerus. We'll get the root. MP trying to run this out. That's going to be another trap. Looks like Beerus is going to stay himself. Oh, meanwhile, Ice is not done yet. Going to get caught in the Cataclysm. Gets blown away, and down he goes. Shut down once again by Drin.
Yeah, unfortunately for Ice, that was 3 members, and it's really hard to assassinate anyone if the Lulu is grouped up with them. So great Great pick up there by Holy Angel University. They need more of these picks if they want to mount a potential comeback.
They could potentially take advantage of Ice continuing to be that solo predator in their jungle. And maybe if we see more of that, we could see Holy Angel University slowly make a comeback. I mean, we're already still leaning towards the 10k mark, but then again, doesn't necessarily mean that there are things that HAU couldn't capitalize on to try to get back.
Jor's pop ghost!
Jor's gonna go in onto Toxic though. That is gonna be Dark Binding dodge through the Sanguine Pool. Meanwhile, it has to contend with Beerus though. That's gonna be the heal coming in from Ralph. Is Jor's gonna continue though? No. Looks like we'll back away for the meantime. Doesn't want to overextend his boundaries there, but Bulacan State University looks like they're starting to establish control over this Baron though.
Yeah, and with that being said, once the feast is up, that will signal BULSU to go for the Baron. It's very hard to steal that objective away if there's a Cho'Gath on the map in BULSU. We already see they're setting up for it.
Exactly, more than 1,000 true damage to deal with onto monsters. That's kind of a hard bargain for Holy Angel University to deal with, even with a perfect smite, just because that's a lot more damage, man. And overall, still though, Bulacan State University is still waiting for that opportunity to ultimately close out this game, looking for that one big fight, which they are very capable of winning.
Oh
Man,
my
Ice!
god!
Assassination onto Toxic right there. Holy guacamole. Well, looks
I
like
felt
he
that.
smells some more. I know, I can feel that too, man. It's like I could feel it from the screen right into my soul. Whew.
Yeah, just what you get with a Duskblade Kha'Zix already 9-3-0, only at 21 minutes. No real armor item being completed by anyone from HAU. That's just what you get.
This is just crazy right now. Bulacan State University just really playing all their advantages right there. Looks like BULSU tries to go in. Wants to be a bit careful though. I like the adjustment though coming in from BULSU. Actually, just sticks to going for the tankier driver in the fourth play because HAU Angel University need that tanky member to kind of frontline a bit, and it kind of helped earlier. We did see how a Cataclysm into Ice with a full collapse from Holy Angel University kind of works out as far as slowly trying to get back, but then again, they still have quite the amount of
Oh my
fire.
god!
Wow, look at the damage onto Beerus. Beerus actually does manage to survive, but George looks like gonna manage to take him down and seal the deal. Does get the kill. Here comes the rest of Bulacan State University though. Is this gonna be the final fight? Looks like they're gonna go for this in shirt instead.
Yeah, this is such a turnaround from that previous game. At this stage during the last game, we saw how dictating the way the game went. But right now, it's BULSU that's in the driver's seat. They're just taking anything they want on Summoner's Rift.
Man, oh man. And this is just so unfortunate for Holy Angel University. And that's the tricky part when you're running these best of threes, wherein if you're not able to get your A game and recuperate going into game 2, then, well, you see the results.
And Ice, he's waiting in the wings. Little Toxic face check.
Oh, Toxic. I
Oh,
like that move,
no.
though. Oh, but Ice just jumps in once in on that Morgana. Smells a yummy piece. Looks like it will be Chris to back up, though, to secure the kill. Meanwhile, Take No Trin has managed to
cleaning
take down
up.
Ice, but that's going to be Holy Angel University's Gene. Going to slowly walk away. Beerus will he manage to turn things around. Looks like the rest of Holy Angel University are forced to back away, though. BULSU and Gene trying to run this out. Gets the slow on to Chris, but for how long will he survive? Looks like that will indeed be the case. And yeah, looks like they do manage to prolong this for the meantime. Slow
Yeah,
build up.
but prolonging for how long? Even with Ice going down there, the rest of the members are so fed as well. Jorz, he can't peel the Vladimir off of the Justana. He's just gonna wreck your backline.
Whew, this is just so crazy. 19-9 still, we hit that mark when it has hit past 10k, and I mean, I'm pretty much a broken record by saying this. Ice is just too much of a beast whenever Holy Angel University manages to find one of themselves isolated for that takedown. Let's go to check out the replay then.
Yeah, this all starts with Toxic. He face checks the bush, and that signals all of the members of BULSU to jump out and just take him down. And at this point, it's just them cleaning up. They're just so fed at this stage, and what can HAU really do?
And you know what's interesting is that Toxic going for that Frost Queen's claim earlier, as soon as it hit the brush, it was at an extent wherein he was extended just within enough frames for Holy Angel University to get him. But looks like back into the ballgame right now. Take note of positioning of Bulacan State University. All the members mostly converging towards mid lane amidst Ice. Looking for more prey. Might be able to get Toxic though. Looks like we'll back away. We'll join Chris here and clearing out the way to make sure that they get great shove-ins. It's just a matter of time. Bulacan State University looking for that opportunity to close out the game.
Yeah,
Although, in all fairness to HAU though, they did manage to prolong it for quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that BULSU hasn't gone for the aggressive call here. Just go straight to that Baron, because any fight they take, they're just going to win because they're that far ahead. And with the Cho'Gath, how do you steal that Baron away? It's going to take a miracle.
A bit more confidence. That's all it takes for Bulacan State University right now. Meanwhile, looks like, are they going to finally go for that Baron? Looks like they are going to up to the for more kills here.
Oh, they got MP!
Gets the kill onto MP. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and see, will Chris manage to make something of the shove towards bot lane? Looks like there are pings coming in from Holy Angel University. Will start to defend, but looks like Bulacan State University could potentially go for this Baron. That is going to be Ice. He's going to start things off. Where's the rest of BULSU? Here they come. Ralph going to get a little bit of a shield there onto Ice.
I don't think they can go for it.
Those are a lot of squishy members, though.
Oh, the TP?
Teleport coming in. Ralph taking quite a bit. That's going to be a teleport. If ever that continues, Beerus might find himself, but no. Good restraint right there. Cancels it at the last minute.
Oh, this might be messy if BULSU goes for this. I don't think they want to contest a 4v5 situation. MP will be up in 2 seconds. How they're going now?
Ooh, a little bit of a root right there. Is how going to continue to pursue, though. Chris and George, they're going to try to run this out. Holy Angel University going to continue to pursue. Beerus gets the kill onto Ralph, but meanwhile, Ice gets the isolated kill onto Gene. Looks like Ice going to style jump his way out of there. Chris gets quite the jump onto Drin. Drin forced to back away. Meanwhile, Toxic tries to get a dark Lightning, but does not.
Oh, here comes Ice!
Remember, does a lot of damage on the Toxic. Down jump in the goes. Beerus tries to run this out, but still, that will be MP getting the kill. BULSU, though, will get caught out there. Is BULSU going to try to end the game, though? Looks like there are pings to go for mid.
Yeah, Ice is trying to find Jarvan here. Will he be able to cancel back? I think he'll...
Oh, just in the nick of time. BULSU makes his speed escape. But question is, will he be able to defend though?
I don't think he can defend Arctic. Jarvan does not clear waves fairly quickly. He needs to get in there, and if he does come close, he's gonna get destroyed by the members of BULSU. That's a free inhibitor for BULSU.
Check out that timer. So looks like Holy Angel University won't make it in 9 to defend, but Bulacan State University, rather, they could potentially go for this Baron. I do see a few pings coming in from Holy Angel University to make the check. They don't want to give up that objective. Meanwhile, BULSU is going to go for it. Actually goes for Gene. Look at the damage he'll get to Naga, but that will be retaliation. Cataclysm does not manage to lock in Ice. Actually jumps his way out of there in the nick of time.
Yeah, great read there by Ice. Taking the upgraded wings, he's able to fly out of the Cataclysm.
And
yeah,
just League of Legends music right there, but looks like Bulacan State University mid managed to secure the Baron. This is big, man. This could be potentially the last fight within the next few minutes or so. Will Holy Angel University be able to stand their ground? Let's find out.
Yeah, let's see. I think they're just going to go for the reset and get those last bits of items. And I see a QSS built onto Ice and onto MP. That's going to give Toxic on this Morgana an extremely hard time, because now they can just cleanse out those Dark Bindings if they do land. It's just so much more safety for BULSU, and they can just dictate how this game goes.
Looking at the scoreboard right now, it's a bit painful to look at. 15,000 of a goals deficit almost in favor of Bulacan State University, and this could potentially be a game that's waiting to be finished. If ever Bulacan State University plays their cards right with this Baron, they could potentially close out this game. Let's go ahead and see though.
Yeah, they are setting up the minion waves now. They are still fairly split up though. If HAU is able to get a good pick off to any member of BULSU, that will potentially stop the siege. But whoa, BULSU, you need to run away!
Ice gonna jump in. BULSU forced to flash away. Ice continuing to chase him down. That's gonna be a hit speed. But Gene though does manage to protect BULSU from imminent death.
Yeah, but that's 2 flashes burned just from Ice walking up to them. Oh my god.
Turret goes down. Looks like they're gonna go for the inhibitor.
How do
Holy
you
Angel
need to hold?
University. Could be the last stand. Dark Binding does connect onto George. That will be the follow-up coming in from BULSU. Sanguine Pool is fought by George to make sure that he avoid that.
This might be the final fight.
The three-man knockup onto Holy Angel University. Drin is
That's
quite
it.
low. 2 members are down right now. Drin goes down as well. Only BULSU to defend, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be it. Bulacan State University, even as the underdog in this game. Ice is going to be joining his teammates for the victory. There goes Nexus turret number 2. That is the ace. Merry Christmas, Bulacan State University. You're heading into the North Conference Finals.
Yeah, great game there from BULSU, turning the tables around onto Holy Angel University. And what can I say? They just dominated from minute 1.
I'm in awe. That is crazy. I mean, again, this is giving me flashbacks of the Metro Conference where in PUP toppling over FU and what was a similar matchup, first seed versus 4th seed. So, wow.
We have to credit Ice. I mean,
True.
He really put BULSU on his back, really just carried them on this Kha'Zix. Absolutely amazing performance from BULSU's jungler, and now they're in the final. We get to see who will they face though in the next matchup, I do believe.
And I think at the end of the day, I mean, earlier on before we got into this match, I've been talking about Joris, I've been talking about MP. Clearly, MVP for that match.
Ice.
No questions asked. Definitely Ice right there. Predator in the jungle. Yeah, I mean, not much else to say. I mean, I'm just still speechless from all that action happening, but ladies and gents, congratulations once again to Bulacan State University, our first contender to head into the finals for the non-conference. When we come back, sino kaya ang mga katapat ng Bulacan State University though? We'll just have to find out in our next best of 3. We'll be taking a quick break. For the meantime, once again, we have been your casters, Arctic at the service, ma'am. With me is Chisto. This is the Garena Local League 2017 Summer Term, powered by Lenovo. Challenge what you know. We'll be right back in just a few. Still gonna negate that pursuit onto George. Teleports coming in from both top laners though. Looks like HAU Toxic will try to run this out. Dark Binding connects. That will be a moment of stasis, but Toxic will be going down in the end. Smite for the kill from Ice. BULSU will try to run this out though. That will be a root coming in from Ralph. Does not connect. Meanwhile, he will be forced to meet with Chris and Chloe. Pursues him, and he wants in on that Morgana. Smells a yummy piece. Looks like it will be Chris to back up though to secure the kill. Meanwhile, Take No Trin has managed to cleaning up Ice, but that's gonna be Holy Angel University's Gene. Gonna slowly walk away. Beerus will manage to turn things around. Looks like the rest of Holy Angel University are forced to back away though. BULSU and Gene trying to run this out. Gets this roll onto Chris, but for how long will he try to run this out? Holy Angel University gonna continue to push it. Beerus gets the kill onto Ralph, but meanwhile, Ice gets the isolated kill onto Gene. Looks like Ice gonna style jump his way out of there. Chris gets quite the jump onto Trin. Trin forced to back away. Meanwhile, Toxic tries to get a Dark Binding, but does not.
Oh, here comes Ice!
Remember, does a lot of damage onto Toxic. Down jump in he goes. Beerus tries to run this out, but still, that will be empty getting the kill. BULSU though will get caught out there. George, that will be the follow coming in from Ramsey. Sanguine Pool is caught by George to make sure that he avoid that.
This might be the final fight.
The free-man knockup onto Holy Angel University. Durin is quite low. 2 members are down right now. Durin goes down as well. Only BULSU to defend, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be it. Bulacan State University, even as the underdog in this game. Ice is gonna be joining his teammates for the victory. There goes Nexus turret number 2. That is the ace. Merry Christmas, Bulacan State University. You're heading into the North Conference Finals.
Yeah, great game there from BULSU, turning the tables around onto Holy Angel.
Not enough Garena shells to buy the latest League of Legends skin? On sale now? Get shells anytime, anywhere with your Globe or Touch mobile number. Go to gamer.com.ph and sign up with your mobile number and enter the verification code you will receive via SMS. Log in and choose the game and pin you want. Check out to purchase the pin with your load or through your postpaid account and receive the pin on your phone instantly. Never miss a sale on your favorite League of Legends skins and champions with Gamer.